Good morning, class 8th. In the previous class, we were studying about the chemical properties of non-metals. Now in this class, we are going to read uses of metals. So students, open page number 58 in your science book and keep a pencil with you to underline hard words. Before reading uses of metal, we have to understand some key facts. Iron is the central ion in hemoglobin, which is an integral part of blood. Similarly, magnesium is the central ion in chlorophyll. So, the red color of the blood is due to the hemoglobin and iron present in the middle of the hemoglobin as central ion. It is a major reason for the function of the hemoglobin. In the same way, chlorophyll contains magnesium central ion, which is present in the middle of the structure of chlorophyll. We all know that green plants can do photosynthesis only due to the chlorophyll pigment. Now, uses of metals. Metals have a wide variety of uses which makes them as integral part of our life. So, you can revise properties of metal by reading uses of metals. The number one use of metal is copper and aluminium metals are used to make wire for electrical communication. Underline this word. Communication means induction or movement. So, we can use copper and aluminium metals to make wires for electrical movement or conduction. Now the second, copper, aluminium and iron are used to make household utensils, tools, machines and equipments. Iron is used in construction. Rusting of iron is prevented. Here you have to underline this word. Equipment means appliances or apparatus. So we can use copper, aluminium and iron to make household utensils, tools, machines and apparatus. Iron is used in construction too. Rusting of iron is prevented by galvanization. Okay, you have to underline this word. A process in which iron equipment or pipe is coated with zinc. Galvanized iron is used in making water pipes, wire nets, barbed wire and many other things. Here you have to underline barbed means thorny. So galvanization is the process in which things made of iron or pipes of iron are coated by the zinc. Now the third, alloys of metals are made to enhance their properties for a particular uses. An alloy is a metallic substance made by mixing two or more metals or a metal and a non-metal to obtain desirable qualities such as hardness, lightness, strength, etc. So here you have to underline enhance means increase, to increase something. And you have to underline desirable means likable. So we have understood that sometimes we make alloys. The quality of the metal can be increased by making alloys. Alloys can be made by mixing two different metals, or it can be made by mixing metal and non-metal to get some desired things such as hardness, lightness, strength, etc. Stainless steel, which is an example of alloy of iron, carbon, nickel and chromium. So stainless steel is made up of iron, carbon, nickel and chromium, whereas brass is an alloy of copper and zinc, and bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. So stainless steel, brass and bronze are some example of alloys. Now the next, mercury is used in thermometer as it is good conductor of heat and does not stick to the glass. So we have understood about the mercury. Do you remember about the mercury? Mercury is a non-metal. And in spite it is a good conductor of heat. So mercury is used in thermometer and it is a good conductor of heat and does not stick to the glass. It can expand in the capillary tube of the glass of thermometer. Now the next, gold, silver and platinum. The noble metals are highly inert in nature and once polished do not lose their shine easily. So gold, silver and platinum, the noble metals, are highly inert in nature and once polished do not lose their shine easily. They are therefore used to make jewelry after alloying with other metals to enhance certain properties. So here you have to underline inert. Okay. So gold, silver and platinum are the noble metals. As we have read earlier, noble metals do not react with air and with acid. Because of this, they are called noble metals. Therefore, noble metals is also used in making jewelry, because once polished on noble metal, this polish lasts for a long time and it does not leave soon. They are mixed with other metals to make jewelry of noble metals for increasing their properties. Now the next, magnesium is used in fireworks as it burns with a dazzling white light. Okay, you have to underline these two words, fireworks. Firework, a device for producing a striking display by the combustion of flammable compositions. And dazzling. Dazzling means something extremely bright or shiny. So we can use magnesium in fireworks as it can burn with a dazzling white light. Now the next, aluminium foil is derived from aluminium. It is very light and it is used to pack food and medicines. Okay, So we can use aluminium foil, which is made up of aluminium, and aluminium foil is very light and we can use it to pack food and medicines. We have understood about it that aluminium is a metal which is a good conductor of heat and it can absorb heat inside it, due to which food remains warm inside it. Is that clear? Now the next. Sodium, titanium and zirconium are used in atomic energy and space research. Zirconium is used in the preparation of bulletproof alloy of steel. Okay. Bulletproof things are made from zirconium, and to make it, alloy of zirconium and steel is used. Now, do you know thermite, a mixture of iron oxide and fine aluminium powder, is used for welding of rail together when they are broken. Okay, it is welding. Underline this word. Welding means to join rail ends together by using heat. So thermite is a example of alloys, because thermite is made up of mixture of iron oxide and fine aluminium powder, which is used for join rail ends together when they are broken. Is that clear, students? So here we have completed uses of metals. In the next class we will study, we will read page number 59. So that's all for today class. Thank you class.